this is Mukta and I'm going to be dealing with this math syllabus for 8th Standard State Board Karnataka. This video is all about referring to the content and the index part of maths textbook for 8th Standard. So the table of contents has 4 divisions with chapter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chapter 1 is about arithmetic, which deals with numbers, different types of numbers and the natural numbers, integers, statics, all those part. And the chapter 2 deals with algebraic part. Algebra consists of those linear equations, variables, alphabets are being used in algebraic part. And chapter 3 is about geometric part, which deals with 2D objects like triangles, circles, the construction of triangles. And chapter 4 is mensuration, which is the only unit in this chapter, which has 3D objects like cubes, cuboids, etc. So we'll just brief out each unit in the chapters which is mentioned here. In chapter 1 we have playing with numbers. So playing with numbers, to summarize it, we have to write the natural numbers in general form, which is base 10 form. We expand 2, 3 or 10 digit numbers by representing them in the general form. Then we have games and puzzles in the playing of numbers. We have division of 2 positive integers, and we have 3 into 3 magic squares, which come under the chapter unit playing with numbers. Then unit 2 is square roots, cube and cube roots. Square roots, square. So as the chapter name suggests, it's all about dealing with the squares of the numbers. It contains perfect squares, unit place of perfect squares, then obtaining the remainders of the perfect squares by dividing it by 3 and 4. And we have methods of perfect squares, like converting from perfect squares to the square roots or square roots to perfect squares. Then we have perfect cubes and cube root of perfect cubes. The next chapter unit is rational numbers. Rational numbers consist of the concept of fraction like p by q forms. Then we have addition and multiplication of these rational numbers, the properties of it, number line and the density property of rational numbers, that the gain and loss while moving the integers to rational numbers and from rational numbers to integers. Then we have commercial arithmetic. As the name of the unit says, commercial, it deals with the commercial transaction like percentage, profit, loss, selling price, market price, discount percent, commission, simple interest and principal amount, such topics which is related to the transaction part. So don't worry, it's going to be easy. Then the statics part. The commercial transactions can be represented in the static form also. So statics deals with the data entry, then the observation, the ranges, the frequencies, and the frequency distribution. You'll be drawing the histogram in this chapter, and you'll have mean, median, mode, the 3 M's. And the median and mean mode are like important part, which are going to be in next 9th standard also. Then we will be dealing with the algebraic part, the chapter 2 part. Algebra is polynomials, those expressions which can be used, and multiplication of these algebraic expressions. Then we have factorization. As the name suggests, factorization is simplifying the equation, or factorizing, which is dividing into the simple forms. So factorization has factorizing the natural algebraic expression, then grouping them, the difference of the 2 square of expressions, and the trinomials, which will be x cubes. The trinomials will be dealt here. And the next unit is linear equations in one variable. So linear equations, as the linear name means, just one. So one variable is used in this equation, hence it is named as linear equations in one variable. Yeah, so linear equations in one variable, you'll be dealing with the meaning, solving, formation of the formulation of the verbal problems and verification of it. Then we have exponents. As the name suggests, exponent is a number which is given to the base. So exponents will have integral powers to the non-zero bases, which has bases which are non-zero. Then we have large number in exponential forms. Then we have laws of exponents in the exponent chapter and validity of their laws. Then we have introduction to graphs. The unit 5 introduction of graph is all about the coordinate system, that the point is being placed in the plane of the coordinate systems. Then you'll have graphs, which are linear curves, which show the parabolas and all those things. Then we'll go to the chapter 3. In chapter 3, it's all about geometry, as I told you. Chapter 3 has 5 divisions like axiom, postulates, and theorems. In this, you'll be defining the undefined objects. You'll be doing the axioms, postulates, and hypotheses of them. Then you'll deal with the Euclidean geometry, types of angles, and the relation among them. Then you'll have parallel lines with fifth postulate of Euclid's. Then you'll have theorems of triangles. Theorem of Triangles is all about the theorem that is being derived with keeping as triangle as the main shape. So triangles have a collection of figures. There are certain collection of figures like types of them and their angles and properties. Interior, exterior angle of triangles are dealt in the chapter Theorems on Triangle. Then you have congruency of triangle. Congruency of triangle deals with congruent figures, their corresponding sides and angles of congruent triangles. Then you have postulates in them, the theorems as said in the postulates. Then you have triple elements and proving of the theorems that are mentioned in the Theorem of Triangles. Then you have construction of triangles, which is dealt with the construction, how to construct a triangle. And there would be a word problem in construction of triangles. You'll derive the data from the question and you'll be constructing a triangle. So that's the easy part in the maths textbook, I say. You could easily score 3 to 4 marks in that. In quadrilaterals, you'll be recognizing the different types of quadrilaterals and the properties of it. That's also a simple chapter. Then, as I mentioned, mensuration, it deals with the cubes and cuboidal recognition. Their properties, their related formulas will be dealt in mensuration. Overall, to tell which are the difficult chapters in this 8th syllabus, I would say commercial mathematics, it's all about formulas. If you know the formulas, you can easily deal with it. So there's no difficult in commercial arithmetic. Then you have axiom, postulates, and theorem, which are going to be in your future upcoming classes. Also, they will be dealt with axiom, postulates, and theorems. This is basic part of it. If you can do this very easily, or if you know the axioms and postulates, you can solve the problems easily. Then Theorem of Triangles. This is an important part, not just mathematics. You'll be dealing with it in physics also in future classes. So Theorems of Triangles will be all the overall postulates that are being covered in axioms, postulate, theorems that are applied in theorems of triangles. And there is a chain if you observe. After axiom, postulates, and theorems, you see theorems on triangles, then you see congruency of it, then you try to construct a triangle using all these axiom, theorems, and theorem of triangles. Then you have quadrilaterals, the different types or shapes using four sides, okay? This is geometry. And algebra which has expressions, variables, are easiest chapters if I could say that. Introduction to graphs, construction of triangles, it will fetch you 3 to 4 marks in examination. That would be easiest part if I would say. Then mensuration is quite a tough, I guess it, because you could solve it and you could do it, but you'll have to work on it. Practice makes man perfect, as the thought says. Then the arithmetic part, yes, arithmetic is also quite tough. So in arithmetic, playing with numbers is quite easy. Then square roots is also easy. The rational numbers and commercial arithmetic and statics are the most important chapters. They are the quite big chapters as well. So this is all about the content part of mathematics. For more such videos on each and every chapters, please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell button. Thank you guys.